Hey guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this full coverage but simple makeup look. I've been loving this makeup look just because it's a little bit more full coverage. It's super simple. I like doing this makeup look when I'm going to a family gathering or somewhere where I like to put a little bit of more makeup or more full coverage. And it's also not cakey and not heavy on your face. And this has been great for me because it's stayed on a little longer. I don't do much to like set it in place. I don't like to use a lot of powders, but this lately has been working for me. But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, as you can tell, this part of the video is going to be a voiceover. I totally forgot to turn on my mic. At some point, I do remember to turn it on. So here I'm telling you guys that I'm going in with the Lancome Tint Adult Ultra Wear Foundation. It says it's up to 24-hour color wear and comfort transfer resistant. So I've been loving this foundation lately because it's super lightweight on your skin. And it's also a little bit more on the full coverage side. It's not super full coverage because I can definitely still see some of my imperfections peeking through, but it's definitely covering. I've also been loving this Real Techniques brush. It's the Expert Face Brush. So this brush is really good for any liquid or cream products. This brush has been a lifesaver for me for when I'm in a rush and I either forget to take my beauty blender or wet my beauty blender. I use it for my foundation and to blend out my concealer, as you will see in the video. And it blends out everything very nicely. And I'm just bringing it down to my neck just a little bit because my neck is a little lighter than my face and like my shoulder areas. You guys will see in one of the clips when I take off my shirt because it was getting too hot. And I also have this huge pimple on my forehead, which I don't know where it came from, so just try to ignore that. Alright guys, I just realized that my mic was off this whole time, so that first part is probably going to be a voiceover. For concealer, I'm going to do the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral, which is a very light shade, but it's gonna kind of balance out my neck. And then with that same Real Techniques brush, I'm just gonna blend that out. Alright guys, I ended up taking my shirt that I had on top because it was getting too hot in here. Alright, then to set my under eye, I'm going to go in with this Kat Von D powder foundation. I'm going to just grab a thin layer or a little bit of the product, just like that, and then tap. Just because this powder is a little more on the foundation side, so it's a little heavier. So I don't want to go too heavy on my under eyes. And really just press it in there. A little bit down. So this powder, I'm just gonna concentrate it on my T-zone because right now my skin is more on the drier side a little bit. But I feel like my skin can change sometimes. Like there's days that I feel it a little more oily than other days, and then other days I feel it a little on the drier side. So for bronzer, I'm gonna use this NYX matte bronzer, and it's in the shade Dark Tan, so it's this color right here. So I'm gonna use this Morphe brush that has no name on it. I got this from a set that they had a while ago. I don't know if they still have it, but I'm gonna lightly apply that. I'm gonna take just a little bit more and I'm gonna bring it down my neck. I've been loving this bronzer lately, especially since I'm a little tan right now. I love how it looks on my skin. And then with a Real Techniques buffing brush, I'm just gonna blend that out. Concentrating mainly on the edges, that way it doesn't look too harsh. Now I'm moving on to blush, and we're gonna use this Vanilla Cream Truffle palette from BH Cosmetics. I've been loving this little palette, especially to take it along with me in my makeup bag, because it just has like the perfect shades, and they are so different. Like you got your pinky tone and you got your coral, you got your lighter pink, so I love this palette. I normally go in with this lighter shade right here, and then I mix it with this one down here. I'm gonna concentrate it more at the top of my cheekbone, and then I'm gonna bring it a little bit forward right here. With that same buffing brush, I'm just gonna buff that blush, blend it out. I'm looking at my viewfinder and it just literally looks like these two hairs are just like poking out. It looks kind of funny. But oh well, I'll fix my hair in a little bit, so just ignore that. I'm gonna move on to my eyebrows, and I bought this Brow Stylist Definer pencil from L'Oreal. I bought this pencil before a long time ago and I actually liked it, but I ran out and I just never bought it again. I bought it in the shade Blonde. That's the shade I had bought it before. It was when my hair was a little lighter, but I remember thinking that it was still a little like dark, but I don't know, I may be not remembering right. But I'm just gonna comb my eyebrows through. I don't like going in with like a very dark color because my eyebrows are already, excuse me, kind of dark. So I don't like going in with an even darker shade. So this kind of just like fills in the gaps a little bit. So it probably is a little lighter, but it does fill my eyebrows nicely. Yeah, it's a very light shade. I could barely even see it. I probably have to buy the darker one. But I like how this lightly fills them in without them being too dark. I'm actually letting my eyebrows grow right now, so that's why they might be a little thicker. And my eyebrows look a little uneven, but I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm just gonna coat them with this NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, and this is in the shade Chocolate. I've been having this forever, but I love how it just tints my eyebrows a little bit and kind of just sets them in place. Alright guys, so I'm moving on to mascara. So I curled my eyelashes already. I'm gonna go in with my trusty old CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I had been using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. I actually love this mascara, but it feels like it's drying out already, so I'm going back to the CoverGirl one. And you guys know I love this mascara. Alright guys, so for the eyes, I ended up using this Maybelline New York Type 2 Studio Gel Pencil Liner in white on my bottom lash line, and then I ended up using the Maybelline mascara for my bottom lashes. I'm going to move on to lips, and I'm going to be using the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil in Nude Beige. So I've been loving this NYX color for the longest. So it was time for me to get a new one. Literally the one before this, I was trying to look for it, but I couldn't find it. It was literally like this small because I was trying to get as much out as I could. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this lip liner and basically the shade. And then I'm gonna fill in with the same pencil. And then I'm just gonna go in with this ColourPop times I Love Saraí Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Sueño de Coco. So for the eyes, I'm not gonna do much. I'm just gonna grab my Natasha Denona palette that I received from one of my BoxyCharm boxes. I'm gonna go in with that lighter shade right here, and then I'm just gonna apply that in like the inner corner to kind of open up the eye a little bit and bring it towards the middle. I did get mascara on top of my lid. And this is just going to make your eye look a little brighter and more awake. With that same palette, I'm just going to mix these two shades right here. I'm just going to mix them and put that in my outer corner and then bringing it to the middle just a little bit. So for the last step, I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And this is just going to lock the makeup in. Alright guys, so this is the complete makeup look. So if you guys enjoyed watching me do this full coverage but simple makeup look, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more videos from me. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.